welcome to CLEF Notes. This morning we're going to start a new series entitled The Christian Faith, a series in which we'll go through the basics of the Christian faith. And as our chief resource, of course, for our instruction on the Christian faith, we're going to use the Bible. But the Bible's a huge book, gigantic book. It's actually 66 books put together in one collection. And so we'll condense the contents of the Bible into an even smaller resource called a small catechism. This is a small catechism of Martin Luther. It's very small. What's a catechism? It's a book of instruction in the form of questions and answers, like our modern FAQs that we find on websites. Why use the small catechism instead of the Bible in general? Well, for about 1,500 years, your basic Christian didn't have a Bible, did he? Bibles first started to be printed at the end of the 15th century, and Christians first started using them in their homes in the 16th century. So how did Christianity spread before that? How did Christians learn about the Christian faith? Well, they learned about the Christian faith from other Christians and from simple mnemonic devices like the Apostles' Creed or the Lord's Prayer or the Ten Commandments. Oh, wait a second. That's what we find in the small catechism of Luther. Find 6 parts, right? The Ten Commandments, the Apostles' Creed, the Lord's Prayer, and then 3 sections on baptism, confession, and the Lord's Supper. That's the basics of the Christian faith. And of course, we use this to jump into this continually because this is just a condensation of this. So it's wonderful to have this small book written by Martin Luther in 1529. This will be our outline. And you say to yourself, well, I don't want some sort of outline to go through the Christian faith. I want the Christian faith. Well, whatever way in which you're instructed in the Christian faith, there's going to be some sort of condensation, some sort of outline, some sort of way through. And so why not use that which is tried and true and tested and has the basics, everything you need to know. So we'll be using both, of course, and there'll be a number of episodes on this, probably 25 or 30, and we'll intersperse them with brief questions and answers, our normal format. But in that it's the fall, and there might be a confirmand or two that misses instruction and has to play catch-up, this might be a way that they can ultimately get the material, get the things they need to catch up with their class at their church. But also, it can be a good resource for someone looking into the Christian faith. So, we'll be using the small catechism. We'll be using the Bible to go through the basics of the Christian faith. I hope you can join me for this substantial journey. Till next time, on CLEF Notes.